Hi guys, it's Ruthie again. Now my zucchini is ready to pack and go, and pretty much this is how I do most of my dehydrated foods. So this is my zucchini. I kind of pack it in nice and tight. I use a mason jar, and some people use other methods, but this works for me. And then there's several ways that I may cover them. Sometimes I use these canning lids. Now you can get canning lids that don't have the ring and all that. You just look online. I think these are from Orchard Road. And so those are nice. You can actually, if you look online, you can buy canning jars in bulk and stuff for a lot cheaper than you can in, say, the big box stores. Now these are my tomatoes, and I always make sure that things are dried good and I label everything. And we like to go through all these things. Now, my husband also made these rather than buying inserts for our dehydrator. So if I have something really small, I just set these little plastic things inside. They work nicely. They're also, ours we had to do 2 different sizes, and you can get those right at Walmart. Our dehydrator has no temperatures. It's nothing special. And we got that at Walmart too. It was like 45 bucks. And honestly, I just like this. It's not a lot of messing around. I just turn it on and go, and it works great, and everything usually dehydrates in a day. So I haven't had any problems. They come with 3 stacks. You can buy additional, but for us, I found it was easier to buy more dehydrators because the price is so good. So I just have more than one going. So if I have a big harvest, but I mean, I do a lot of dehydrating. I dehydrate like every day, and this works great for me. And so it's just, you just plug it in and it goes, you know. And so now the other ways that I do my stuff is sometimes I put wax paper on them in the ring, and sometimes I might even just put a rubber band if I don't have a ring. So you can kind of see how I do it. And like I said, the wax paper, these are actually like little envelopes. I just stick these on top, and they're good. And I mean, I've been dehydrating, and you know, we've used this stuff, and it works out good. You know, stuff from last year's dried and stuff from the year before. I think I put the stuff the year before in baggies, but that was because I didn't have all the mason jars. Now we have stacks of them because we got a nice buy on them. But pretty much that's what I do. I also want to show you how I clean my dehydrator, because my kitchen is kind of messy. It was like 100 degrees yesterday, and I'm in here dehydrating, which didn't take me that long. But a couple things I do is I run a fan on myself while I'm dehydrating. I just plug it into one of the outlets, so I have a full fan going here as I'm dehydrating. So this blows on me. You can see my kitchen's a little messy because, like I said, I was working in the kitchen all day. And so like my dehydrator will have like all this little grizzle and stuff. So between each job that I do, like I will like wipe out all this. See, this is cucumber and stuff down there. I'll clean out all of this. I'll wipe this all down, and then I'll wipe all these off, and I'll put them in my dishwasher to kind of sanitize them, because I want to make sure everything is like clean and spotless before I start the next project. So while I'm working, the dishwasher's going, I'm cleaning, I'm keeping myself cool, I'm chopping. And how I chop things is sometimes I cut things by hand, and then sometimes I'll use like what do they call those little things you get, those little chopper things, or a food processor, or my blender, or anything that slices and cuts. A lot of times I just use a knife. So I don't usually use anything special. I usually just use a knife, but because sometimes I use my Ninja, but it depends on what I'm chopping, because sometimes I don't want it to be that fine, and then other times I do. So it all depends on what I'm cutting and what I'm using, you know, for that. So really, you know, the chopping you can do completely with a knife. It depends on how much time you have. To me, dehydrating is really relaxing. It's like crocheting. I'll just like dehydrate and watch a movie, or you know, I just listen to, most of the day I listen, and or I might watch vlogs, which I enjoy doing it. I'll upload a playlist. I mean, I'll make a bunch of playlists of all the shows I'm going to watch for that particular couple hours, and then I'll make another playlist and another playlist. So I'll watch a lot of vlogs that way. And So as I'm working, and that's another way too to watch other people's vlogs, is while you're working, just make a nice playlist, watch them, and then, you know, make another one when you're ready for your next dose of vlogs to watch, which is really nice because I love watching vlogs. But this Walmart dehydrator is awesome because, like I said, there's no settings or anything. All you gotta do is put it on, and then the cleaning is pretty easy. You know, like I said, you just wipe them down, wipe off all the trays, and then you just put them in the dishwasher or wash them by hand. And that's what I do. And then as far as the products that we store, honestly, we use everything usually within a year. But I do have some hot peppers and things like that that lasted me longer. But it all depends on how much cooking I feel like doing that year. You know, sometimes, like this year, I'm looking forward to making a lot of zucchini bread. But everything can change depending on what we feel like doing. So, but dehydrating food lasts a really long time. So, you know, you don't have to be in a hurry, but I enjoy doing it, and they're even nice for gifts and things. But for the most part, you're going to find that they're nice for the family. What I like is there's no waste. I can say, oh, I only want a little bit in this, say, spaghetti, just a taste. And so you're not wasting, you know, you can add vegetables to things you normally wouldn't because you can grab a pinch here and a pinch there. So, look at my dirty dehydrator. So, anyway, as you can see, it's early. It's like 4:39 in the morning. I've got my day started, and I'll take a nap later on, but I guess I better get back to work. I just wanted to give you a couple ideas for your own stuff. If you don't have a dehydrator and you want to try your hand at it, you know, go ahead and pick up one. Someone was talking too about dehydrating in a new wave oven, which I thought was interesting. I thought, you know, I know people used to dehydrate in their ovens, and I'd have to check and see how that is done. I think that's kind of cool because I have a new wave as well, but I have so many dehydrators. I've got two. I want to get two more, but I thought that was pretty neat. So I thought that would be kind of cool. But you can dehydrate in other ways. I haven't tried the other ways, so I really don't know how to do it, but I've heard people talk about different things here and there. Some people have dehydrated out in the sun. I do a lot of research. So, like some of the older things, like the fermenting and things like that, we've done a little of that, but for the most part, dehydrating, canning, and things like that, freezing works for us. But my brother-in-law does some great fermenting, so we've seen some things from him. But anyway, a little bit of a ramble there, but just some thoughts for you on your dehydrating. But go ahead and pick up a dehydrator at the store, a cheap one, and like I said, these work to me just as good as anything else. I haven't tried anything else, but I'm a simple kind of a girl, so just like my microwave, you know, I don't usually use all the other settings. I just turn it on and set it to 2 minutes, and that's what it is. So this works nice for me. So it's like they say, keep it simple, stupid. You know, that's what they used to say in sales. And sometimes, for me, it works good because, like I said, I keep it simple, stupid for myself because, like I said, it's for old salesman saying, you know, keep things simple. And for me, this works, and I like it. So basically, all you do is set it on top of the base and stack them up, and there you go. Okay, guys, I better get back to work here, drink my coffee, and we'll see you in our next video. Oh, and our next video, I'm hoping, is on houseplants too, so I'm going to be doing a big, nice series on them. So, God bless, and we'll see you in our next video.